referee from Switzerland, and we're away. It's a Red Star of Belgrade in the red and white, Colo in their normal black and white. 2 trophies, a world title, $250,000 for competing, and a bonus on top of that, although Red Star Belgrade players have said they won't accept the bonus. It'll have to go to the club in their difficult circumstances. So Colo worried a little bit about the old Chilean malaise, the fact that they don't travel away from home all that well, and the first 20 minutes is going to be very, very important to them. Their mentality is the thing that concerns them most, not their skill. As for Red Star, 5, of course, of their side has moved on since the European Cup final. 5 new players and a new coach. How well will they be integrated here? Red Star at the moment are second in their championship. Colo, with only 2 games to go, are leading theirs. So 2 winning sides here, but in different stages of the season. Vilches and Pizarro. Pizarro and Barticciotto, the most dominant midfield players at the moment. Long way to go yet, though. Poor one forward from the Colo captain. Jugovic ducks by Vilches. Vilches and Barticciotto, 2 against 1, no foul, and it's Mendoza down the right-hand side to Yanez. Lovely twist and turn through the sandwich. Down he goes. That will be a free kick. It looked as if he got away there, but the leg was put out by Ratkovic, and down comes Pato Yanez. He got away from the most difficult challenge, but then the late one from Ratkovic brings him down. And you can see where his protection is here, not only in the front, but at the back, because of tackles like that. So, is this an opportunity for Colo to try a direct free kick? Pizarro going for it. Pizarro with a shot, and a really stretching save from Milijevic. As Mendoza is levered off the ball. So once again, the 20-year-old goalkeeper gets a Red Star out of trouble. Stosic has come into the middle to try and get a bit of service. Radinovic is wide on this right-hand side. Mihailovic pulled down there, so that's another free kick. Well, a wonderful free kick here. A drive, a bit of a swirl, and he made it look spectacular, but in the end it was safe. Well, they're getting nowhere, but they have space, they have possession, and it does give them time to organize themselves, sort something out, and perhaps get something forward here for Savicevic. Does well. Savicevic still there, and it's a good ball. There's a chance for Jugovic. And Red Star have jumped into the lead. What a brilliant pass from Savicevic. And suddenly Popovic can relax. Red Star have taken the lead in the 20th minute. A sudden break. Jugovic suddenly pops up on the left-hand side. Savicevic gets the congratulations deservedly of his colleagues, because he opened them up. He turned by his man Martinez and threw the face of the area to Jugovic, and he tucks it inside the far post. 1-0. Against the run of play, but real quality by Savicevic, and cool finishing by Jugovic. A midfield player suddenly pops up into a striking position, and the striker finds him with a midfield pass. Lovely play. 1-0 to Red Star. And Colo, anxious about the first 20 minutes, are in trouble as Mihailovic goes forward again. But they win it well. This was exactly what Chile and their Yugoslav coach didn't want. They'd looked the better side in the first 20 minutes, but suddenly Red Star struck with a beautiful counter-attack, and now the whole story will be different. Lovely pass forward to Mendoza as it's too strong. Well, he looked very anxious in the first moment, Popovic, but once Savicevic puts Jugovic into a position like that, he can begin to think more positively. and they can celebrate. Well, not all of them anyhow. Savicevic and the challenge by Ramirez. There goes Baticciotto. Baticciotto with a chance here. Again, the telling pass from the left-hand flank, the break down the right-hand side, and the Argentine Riccardo Baticciotto was in a good position. Lovely ball again by Pizarro. Cuts out the defender. The target is on. It comes down, not quite quick enough, and over it goes. But they're certainly getting these breaks in. For Radinovic now, able to get forward a little farther to support Savicevic. Does well to get away from his man, and that's a lovely ball to Mihailovic. Mihailovic into Ratkovic. Ratkovic driving forward and just across the face of the goal, and Panchev couldn't get there. Ratkovic brought into the side. Recently, they decided to play only one front man and an extra midfield player, but they're getting their midfield players forward into very, very important positions. Good ball from Mihailovic, a great run by Ratkovic, and a dangerous ball there. Panchev just not able to get in onto the end of it. Here comes Garrido for Colo. Garrido again, and there's big problems there. Off the ball as Savicevic and Ramirez tangle, and off goes Savicevic. Oh, this is drama here in the closing minutes of the first half, and what an extraordinary incident. And now Red Star are in trouble. A yellow card for Ramirez, but a red card for Savicevic 2 minutes before the half-time break. It looked as if Red Star were well in control, but suddenly their captain is sent off for striking the Colo defender. What an extraordinary turnaround. So now Red Star are down to 10 men, and that sign sums it up completely. Typical of the Yugoslavs. This is why Josic, the Yugoslav coach of Colo, said he didn't really want to coach senior Yugoslav players. He liked the young ones, but once they got over a certain age, you could never tell what they were going to do. Either it's money, it's women, it's drink, or it's bad discipline. They're wonderful players, he said, but they always do something daft. And now they've lost their captain, and perhaps they're going to lose even more. What an extraordinary turn of events. And now the 10 men are breaking forward with Josic and Jukovic forcing their way down the left-hand side, but to no avail. And for the first time then, a man has been sent off here in Japan in this Tokyo Cup final. What difference, and it's sure to make a huge difference to the outcome of this one. Savicevic has gone, their main player, their captain, and that will give Colo not only a man advantage, but a tremendous psychological advantage, although they still remain 1 goal down. I think the referee is well in control of the situation without Pato Yanes getting involved. The great danger now is this could explode into something more than one unsavory incident. Pizarro to Mendoza. We're into time added on now in this first half as they push forward. Indeed, there is the whistle for the end of the first half, which ended with shock, with drama, and with an explosion after Jugovic had put Red Star in the lead. Well, what are their thoughts now? A side in turmoil at home politically, knowing full well that they had the game in their grasp when Savicevic opened up the account for Jugovic to give Red Star the lead in the 20th minute. A beautiful goal, great piece of play by the Yugoslav captain, and nice finishing from Jugovic, the 22-year-old midfield player. There's the signal, away we go for the start of the second half of this 12th Toyota Cup tie, with Red Star of Belgrade with 10 men against Colo of Chile with 11 men, but the Yugoslavs have that vital one-goal lead. I wonder what their tactics will be now. It was interesting in the European Cup final, with the advice of the national coach, they decided to play very, very defensively. They killed the game off. Would they dare try to do that here? It would be dangerous, but they also have the ability to counter-attack very, very fast. And if Colo are lured into a false sense of security, which often happens when 11 play 10, there could be another goal for the Yugoslav side. We shall see. Here's a free kick to Red Star anyhow, with Radinovic getting forward. And another drive on the right-hand side by Jugovic, and it breaks away from Ratkovic up to Janez, and a foul. And I think we could have more problems yet. After that foul was committed and the referee's whistle heard, there was rather a nasty challenge by Mendoza on Vasiljevic. It's Mendoza now. And another bad challenge by Mihailovic, and that's going to be a booking. And it's beginning to boil up, and it could well spill over. It's a bad challenge by the young midfield player. He knew he couldn't possibly get the ball first and took the man later. That's the sort of challenge that we're getting that will inflame the situation. So free kick to Colo. Janez is going up there. Bartichotto is moving to the near post. Well cut out by Najdoski. Pizarro wins the header, good leap. And not a particularly good cross clearance there by Ramirez. Forward they come on the counter-attack, the 10 men of Red Star. Jugovic trying to find Panchev, who hasn't yet had a single shot or anything like a shot. Now, Jugovic to Mihailovic. Good ball to Josic. Josic breaking forward here. Panchev is bypassed. We've got Radinovic over there. A very deep cross. Oh, good catch. And he drops it. Then the goalkeeper's in trouble, and Jugovic can get it wide. Panchev shoots, and over the top. And Panchev at last has had a shot. Goalkeeper rather bravely came to catch that one. I thought he got it. But then perhaps the slippery ball lets it go, and it's Jugovic who unselfishly sets up Panchev. A quick shot over the top. Strange that a club like Red Star has so many different names, but is instantly recognized all over the world. Colo, fairly constant, fairly obvious. But Red Star goes under a number of guises. But here they're down to 10 men and being pushed back as Martinez tries to get the crossover. It's well cleared by Belgrade. That's a good volley in those circumstances. Stella Rossa, Estrella Roja, Etoile Rouge, Rota Stern, or as we know it in English, Red Star. In Serbo-Croat, Crvena Zvezda. And they lead by 1-0, but they're under pressure. Jugovic does well. Freedom out there for Stosic. Meanwhile, Martinez is trying to recover from a knock just inside the Red Star half, out of our view at the moment. Well played by Belgrade. Stosic has got forward well. Good play. Still Stosic. Radinovic. And it's a turn here by Jugovic. Now Radinovic is in. And Panchev. And yet again from Jugovic. Jugovic has done it again when Panchev looked as if he was going to put an easy one into the net. The 10 men have scored once more. Oh, how extraordinary. They fought for that one. They played it very cleverly down the right-hand side. And Coach Popovic can celebrate. Coach Josic is in despair. Brilliant turn, a tackle, and it looked as if it was going to go in from Panchev, but then Jugovic puts it in, 2-0. They worked it very well on the right-hand side through Radinovic. Panchev couldn't quite get there. Then Jugovic, the scorer of the first goal, gets the second. They certainly worked it very well here. There was no lack of support despite the fact that they're down to 10 men. Panchev should perhaps have had that one, an awkward ball just behind him, and then nicely tucked in by the supporting midfield player. And back come Colo. His heart must be really pounding with despair because they've had the opportunities. Bartichotto is an opportunity now here for Martinez. Easily pulled out by Milijevic. He made it look spectacular, but in fact he had that one sussed very comfortably. Bartichotto finds Martinez. It's a difficult ball. Tries to go over the top corner. Goalkeeper judges it well. Dabrowski on the far side. Oh, it's a poor cross. Play on. They want to get it moving quickly. Getting a bit of a pattern going now as Rubio crosses. Dabrowski and Yanis. What a save by Milijevic. Yanis should have scored there. That was a brilliant save, but it was a clear opportunity. Yanis put through there by Dabrowski, and the goalkeeper clutches hold. Radinovic to Jugovic. That's good play. On the left-hand side is Mihailovic. Mihailovic going past his man Margash. Mihailovic to Panchev. And it's 3-0. What a great counter-attack from Red Star. And the game is all over now. And relief from Savicevic. Joy from Panchev. And Red Star Belgrade lead by 3-0. Despair from one Yugoslav again. Well, Panchev in the right spot. Jugovic made it. Mihailovic beats his man Margash and then sets up Panchev for a very easy goal. But what a great move from one end of the field to the other. It started with Radinovic. Jugovic took it over. Then Mihailovic. Wonderful cross, and Panchev really couldn't miss. 3-0, the trophy is theirs. But still Colo will make a game of it. Yanis and Dabrowski knocked over and out by Ratkovic. Very much involved in that third goal. So, although he can't be happy, Savicevic, by his involvement and what he's done here, he can hold his head up a little bit higher now, I think, because he could so easily have let not only Red Star Belgrade down, he could have let Yugoslavia, whatever that means just at this rather sad moment, he could have let his country down. But brilliant play like this has secured the trophy for the Yugoslavs. Good play by Yanes, looking for Bartichotto. Had a much quieter second half. Pushed out of it. Indirect free kick. So a direct shot might not be on. Quarter of an hour of the game left. And to the credit of both sides, they've gone for attacking football, even the side down to 10 men. And it's paid off handsomely. Pissarro, I think, wants to have a go at it, but he must know it's indirect. Little touch there. And beaten out by Ratkovic. Played wide here to Mendoza. Flicked on by Yanes. Rubio battling. And the drive from Mendoza just touched away by Milojevic. Corner. They're still going for it, but they've left themselves wide open on the back. Now here's Pissarro. Good play. Rubio. A great tackle. Garrido tries to play it into space, does so rather cleverly, but Mendoza tracked by Milojevic. Mendoza gets by, gets a return, and there's a good ball for Gabrovski, and the opportunity again was there, but the goalkeeper came out like lightning. He knows he missed an opportunity. It was a lovely cross, but it was a very brave goalkeeping. Well, at 3-0, I don't think a goal here would have made a great deal of difference, but you can never tell. Nice cross in the end. Dabrowski had a chance, he lets it run too far, goalkeeper comes out fast and takes a knock. And they know an opportunity has gone begging. In goes Rubio, a little touch and a nice one to Bartichotto. Yanes gets forward here to Rubio. Rubio challenged by Najdowski, and here comes Bartichotto, and again Milojevic is equal to it. Didn't hit it totally cleanly, but it was a nice move, concerted forward play by Colo. Good defending by Najdowski, and then good goalkeeping by Milojevic. That was the tackle that mattered, and here's the save that matters. And a good interception by Ratkovic, and they're so good on these counter-attacks. I suppose it's inevitable if you say something encouraging to give the ball away to the opposition.